Hi folks, Jim Simpson here. So I got a real quick video for you. Definitely less than 10 minutes. I'll try and keep it shorter. So if you are a political activist, you are interested in political and legal change, usually. But if you're smart, you realize that you also need social change, cultural change to go along with the direction you're trying to push society, right? If you get one and not the other, the results are usually not good. Now, it's really easy to tell when you're making progress in the political and legal spheres. Did you win a court case or not? Yes, no. Did you pass a particular legislation? Did you block a piece of legislation that was garbage? So on, right? We know how that works. How do you tell when you're doing social change properly? How do you tell when the culture is changing? Well, I recently had an interesting encounter that told me, yeah, we're actually getting somewhere in the world of Second Amendment rights. In other words, the basic human right to self-defense, which I, for one, believe in quite firmly. So, what happened? You'll love this story. I'm a trucker, as you might have figured out, right? Volvo Semi. I own it. Pink slip outright. The ship's name, Vorpal Vendetta. Cool. At a truck stop, there's two completely different retail locations in two different parts of the truck stop, often on opposite sides of the parking lot. You've got the main one where everybody fuels up, and there'll be usually truck fueling on one side and car fueling, ordinary gas station type of layout on the other side. And truckers and ordinary car people meet in the middle in that building, where there's beef jerky and potato chips and roller weenies and also some oil, truck oil, loading straps, some truck supplies, things like that. But not usually a huge amount of that. Now, in the other retail location, that's the lobby area where you go to get your truck repaired. There'll be repair bays, and the branding for that other building or other room, other area could be different than the truck stop branding across the parking lot, but they're usually interconnected somehow. So at those places, you've got sometimes a few cold drinks, but often not. Usually everything over there is for the truck. So there'll be more hardcore parts, replacement lights, stuff you're not going to maybe find in the other. Every kind of bizarre oil imaginable that a semi-truck takes, and there's quite a few. Fifth wheel grease, for example. Ever heard of that? You don't put that in a car, it's for a truck. Okay. Well, of those specialty oils for the trucking industry, fuel additives, oil additives, all kinds of weird crap. Lucas Oil Products are is that what they're called? Yeah, Lucas Oil Products, Inc. is one of the biggest names in that sort of thing for the semi-truck world. All right. And usually you'll find more Lucas stuff than almost anything else in that little shop area. All right. So I had to pay a visit over there to get a trailer. It's 1 year annual legally required inspection. Okay, cool. Do that, $50. As I'm paying, right next to the cash register is this little box about, 8 inches wide by 6 inches deep, and with oil products in it. And they were Lucas Oil Products. They had the exact same Lucas factory brand name all over the top of the bottle. But they were not truck oil. What? Check it out. Lucas, you might be seeing, I'm seeing this in reverse. Let's see if I can zoom out. This is Lucas Oil Products Gun Oil. What? Not joking. This was seen at a Speedco Lube Center, which is across the parking lot from a Love's truck stop. That's where I found these. And by the way, the box must have held, 10 to 15 of these little bottles, 1 ounce bottles. And 3 of them were already gone when I got there, so I grabbed this one. And you might think, that's got to be a euphemism for some kind of truck oil. Oh, no. Let me read to you what's on the back of this bottle. Lucas Extreme Duty Gun Oil. specially formulated for the high heat and high friction of fully automatic weapons and suppressors. Excellent for hunting rifles, shotguns, muzzle loaders, and pistols. Polymeric film protects metal from rust, wear, and moisture. It also resists carbon, lead, and copper fouling. Makes cleaning easier and quicker. Superior burn-off and heat resistance. Neutralizes acids from fingerprints. Resists drying for long-term storage. A must for tactical shooters. This ain't a truck part. Found in a truck stop. Not a truck part. What does it mean? Oh, it's one sign. There's a hell of a lot of truckers out there packing heat. That's one sign. Oh, this is right on. This is at a Virginia truck stop on one of the major northbound freeways. I think it was was it 81? I think. Yeah, it was on 81. Okay, in Virginia. So that's the major route right to southern Pennsylvania, and then across into New Jersey and through New York and off to Maine and New Hampshire and places like that. That's interesting. It's very interesting. Somebody tell the gun grabbers that this is being sold at truck stops. Now, I haven't actually used it on a gun. I just grabbed it. Let's check one. Let's do one little quick test. Bottle. Here we go. Poof. Okay. Doesn't smell bad, but it definitely ain't hot. It's not repackaged hops number 9. We know what that smells like. That ain't it. Whatever this crap is, it's not hops 9. And it's got a little interesting little needle applicator tip. You got a little rubber. Let's see if I can get it in front of the camera. So you got a little needle kind of affair and a little plastic rubbery thing goes on top to seal it up. It's kind of neat. What does it mean? It looks to me like this is about the acceptance of gun carry among a group that travels interstate a lot and is eagerly waiting the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association case. If they pay attention to, court issues at all, they're eagerly awaiting that case to maybe start to establish some ground rules as far as reciprocity, as far as interstate travel with your boom thing, because we travel up to 4,000 miles a week is the most I've ever done personally. More than like 3,000 is much more common, and because I pick all my own loads, I generally run less than that. I cherry pick shorter, high value loads. Instead of going across the country for $2.50 a mile, I'd rather run 300, 400 miles a day at $5 a mile if I can do it, which in the right areas, yeah, it's possible. So, point is, I would not have expected that this stuff to show up in a completely, look, this is literally the only gun-related product, not only the only gun-related product in the entire truck stop, it's the only one in this particular shop that was not a truck something. Spare mud flap, oil, fuel additive for big diesel, whatever. Yeah, it's not any of those things. It's a gun thing. This is the only one. Will it be the only one 6 months from now? A year from now? If New York State Rifle and Pistol Association sets a new standard and we start seeing truckers able to roll with their guns without rolling dirty in any state, are we going to see holsters? Are we going to see complete cleaning kits? Are we going to see ammo? I don't know. Is this a step in that direction? Yeah, it sure is. I think it's a sign we're winning, to be honest. Now, of course, the trucker community are a very independent-minded sort. They're like modern cowboys, quite a bit of pro-Trump sentiment, things like that, but not entirely. Also a lot of minorities in that line of work, which is not a problem, of course, but quite a few vote Democrat. This is not purely a Republican thing. And I found it interesting, and I thought you guys might too. Thank you very much. Bye.